All right, hello, and welcome back to the Binge Boys podcast. We are here today to talk to you about Dark Season 2, one of the greatest shows on Netflix today. And of course, it's not American, or I'll say would suck. But before we get into that, we must introduce ourselves. And today, with you, my name is Enrique.
What's going on, T-Leg again?
And my name is still Tristan.
All right, so guys, it's been a week, about give or take.
Semi, yeah.
Yeah, we had to drop one on their heads real quick with Supernatural Season 2 Thanksgiving review.
Of course.
So guess what? We weren't watching a lot of other stuff this week because me and Tristan are put shit off to the last second Andes half the time. And we had to watch 97 episodes of Supernatural before we recorded the Thanksgiving episode. And that was on Wednesday. And if we don't, for just, a little behind the scenes information, it's Saturday right now. So we're recording this. So we had to watch 8 more episodes of Dark by Saturday. So we had to go pretty quickly. But that didn't stop me from taking detailed notes on this show. But what it did stop us from was Know What You've Been Watching segment this week. Sorry, guys. We know it's your favorite. I lied, Tristan. You have to give us dun 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 breaking news. He's watching The Masked Singer still. Tell us how it happened.
All right, let me put some news on your guys' heads if you don't already know what the dealio is. Masked Singer still pretty fantastic. We had the Group C playoffs, something I guess. 3 singers left in Group C. Only 2 of them move on to the Super 6. Okay, it was Broccoli, Jellyfish, and Mushroom, right? Jellyfish is the only one of the 3 that didn't sound like some sort of professional musician. Mushroom's the best of the bunch, and then Broccoli is just kind of fun to watch. So they go at it. I was like, all right, Broccoli's got to go home this week. But bang, Broccoli did go home. Okay, the only thing that shocked me about this was that Jellyfish went straight through, and Mushroom had to compete in the SmackDown, which is kind of like a sudden death performance for each of them, and then the judges will pick who goes through. The SmackDown was fantastic. Broccoli brought it, and then I was like, dude, that was actually a really good performance. Then Mushroom came on, sang a little bit of a slower song, but Mushroom laid it down on us, and I was like, oh my gosh. Broccoli went home. Okay. Robin Thicke ended up getting it right. Not his original guess, so he doesn't get any points for the golden ear that they're doing this season. But he got it right, and it was Paul Anka. And I knew the name. I felt like I might have recognized him, but not a big deal. He's a musician, always has been. He wrote the song "My Way" sung by Frank Sinatra. For those of you who are familiar with that song, it's a great song. There's probably never a time that it would come on and I would say change it. It's just great. And so yeah, that was super exciting. And so this I think might be for the first time in all 4 seasons that I'm 100% content, excited for the Super 6 in Masked Singer because I think everybody who's in the Super 6 is who I wanted to make it there. And so I'm just like super pumped, ready for some absolute battles because I'd say there's probably 2 of them that I definitely don't think are going to win. And so if they were the first 2 eliminated out of these 6, I'm okay with that. There's Then there's, like, the other 4, honestly. There's maybe 1 of them that probably won't do as well, and then there's 3 of them that are powerhouses, like 100% powerhouses, and honestly, I am excited for what's coming. Uh, Out of the 6 of them left, so the 6 of them left are Sun and Popcorn from Group A, who are both females. Popcorn, it seems like, is the traditional season, female legend vocal. I'm not 100% sure who it is. I don't really know who any of them are.
Damn, they got Sun from Sense8 in this?
Yeah, bro. She's on there singing her heart out. She might win the whole thing. She really might. She has some phenomenal vocals. And I'm so excited to see who this is. From Group B, it's the Seahorse, who is really good, but I don't think she's quite as good
Seahorse.
as some of the other people. And then the crocodile.
Mystery.
It's a pink crocodile who's all jazzed up, wearing like a pink suit and a top hat. My man's is icy, but also just what a beautiful voice. I love listening to Crocodile sing. And then from Group C is the Jellyfish, who is probably the only one who's not some sort of professional musician or performer. And then the Mushroom. And the Mushroom is by far the most confusing character. I have absolutely no idea who it could be. The only guess I've been able to throw out whatsoever, that's probably not even close, is Donald Glover.
Damn, pretty cool though. I was gonna ask if you had any predictions for any of them, but you kind of covered that base. So
Do you think one
Donald
of them's
Glover.
Big Daniel Glovarthy?
No.
Big
Donald
childish.
Glover. Yes.
Yeah,
big
I'm.
childish
yes.
Gambino.
Yeah, Gamba Bean Bob Boo 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 Bob Beebo.
The big.
Which
big
one?
Gammy.
I'll honestly, I'll look this up and I'll tell you right away whether it is or not because I'm familiar with his singing voice. Which one do you think
and
it is?
I don't. So that would be the Mushroom,
All
and I don't think it is. I don't think it actually is, but that's the only guess I've even mustered at all for the Mushroom. Now, the Mushroom costume is a little bit more feminine per se, based on how you might classify these things. And the Mushroom has sang in about 3 different styles, registers, and so all that on top of clues and everything, completely just thrown off. Absolutely 100% thrown off. Someone mentioned Frank Ocean, and I was like, that could make some sense, but I don't know if it's Frank.
I
And
think
so
if you
I'm.
can,
What's
well,
that?
if you can sing in 3 different styles, I feel like you've got to be a professional. You know,
That's what I'm thinking because
as it is.
one of his first two the first performance, he sang all like falsetto, and at first everybody was kind of like, is this a girl, like is this a woman?
Mm,
And then it
okay.
appeared as if not, because then the next two performances were not super high. This one was a little bit of a lower register with a little bit of falsetto in there, and it was just it's just mind melting. And I love this. Um, and so I'm really really super excited. Um, and yeah, this might be some of the best few weeks of Mass Singer that we've had ever. So very very pumped for that. But that's all I've been watching.
I'm excited to hear more of it from you.
Yes, indeed.
We got to
Yes,
make this a
indeed.
social media thing where you go on, we take the clip from the podcast every week. You go, the Mass Singers corner with Tristan, and just you, like, hey guys, it's Mass Singers Tristan. What's up?
You might as well be a judge on there when we get famous.
Ooh, if I only I knew a bunch of famous people.
If only you didn't say Busta Rhymes was DMX.
Okay, that was not the most out of pocket guess
It's
possible.
pretty bad.
Okay, that was in the same realm at least.
I mean,
yeah, he didn't
yes.
say it was like Selena Gomez or something. So.
I mean, if you hear when I come through like a dungeon dragon, like I know who that is instantly.
So actually, for the son, I think it's Jenny McCarthy keeps
fun.
saying that it not Jenny McCarthy. Sorry, not Jenny McCarthy. Jenny. Jenny Wahlberg. Jenny.
Mark Wahlberg.
I was about to
Donnie's
say
wife.
Donnie's
Donnie's
the
wife.
spotter.
The spotter? Yeah. What?
Yeah, dude.
No, I'm serious. Who's?
That was that was an accident. I hit the
it-
keyboard. That's my bad. I was trying to move my mic and I just smacked my ninja.
I think it's Jenny McCarthy Wahlberg.
What? I'm so confused.
Okay,
but-
because
wait,
okay, so Mark Wahlberg's brother Eli is from
Yeah.
New Kids on the Block.
Okay,
Did you know this?
I did not.
So because she's married to him, that makes her obviously that makes her a music expert.
Got it. Okay.
Well, she also has been on, she has talk shows and she does all kinds of stuff. And, when you're married to a Wahlberg, you get to meet other famous people
You get
anyways.
to be on Wahlburgers, hit TV reality show. That shit sucks.
Yeah, something like that. So she thinks that the son might be Demi Lovato. No, I don't think it is at all. But there's been mentions of like Disney kind of stuff. I think it could be Kristen Bell. I think the son could be Kristen Bell, who is in Frozen and Frozen 2.
Oh, I feel like it would be pretty obvious it was Kristen Bell though. I feel like she'd be like, "Let it go."
That was Idina Menzel, but yeah.
Did she even sing any of her own songs in that thing?
Kristen Bell?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she plays Anna. So she has like 5 or 6 different songs
Man, I'm
throughout.
gonna keep it honest with you. I'm over the age of 14, so I don't remember Frozen at all.
That's fine. That's fine. You know me, Disney fanatic. I know these things. So that's the only other one I feel like I might have a guess for is the son, who I think could possibly be Kristen Bell. It's definitely not Demi Lovato.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When you said Kristen Bell, I thought it was Kristen Stewart.
Same person, I'm sure.
I thought Kristen Stewart was on the last season, and that ended up being Bella Thorne.
Oh no!
They had Bella Thorne on there straight off of her hit role from Babysitter 2.
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, dude.
Oh no!
That was last season, so yeah, it's something. It's a great show. I love this show. It's cool. They had Jay Farrow as the special guest judge this past week. Jay Farrow is pretty entertaining.
See, I enjoyed the concept until they said, "Hey, catch these 2 seasons a year, bitch." I'm like, guys, guys, you're oversaturating the market. It's not even fun now. It's just promotion for people now. Like,
it is.
People go on there because they got something new to put out, whether it be like an album or a movie or something.
Yep. Or you're Lonzo Ball and you play basketball.
Well, he's trying to promote his fucking mixtapes.
I was gonna say, yeah, he is a rapper as well.
Yeah, he is.
I feel like one of the only people that didn't is Victor Oladipo when he was on there. Like as far as sports players,
that's just because he loves singing.
Yeah,
dude,
man's a beast.
I thought he should have won. I think
he put on an album after that.
Did he?
Yeah,
dude. Shout out to people with multiple talents because I don't have any.
What is Paul Anka going to be promoting at like 70-something years old, dude?
His old music. He's trying to get to a new generation by having them hear his old music. That's obvious to me.
I mean, it's true because I didn't know who that was. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'd heard the name at least, but
yeah, but you're like
stuff.
you.
True.
You
like
right?
Old shit.
Do you know anybody circa 1990?
1912. 1912. 1921, actually.
I was just about to say that.
I fought in the war in 1912. As you guys may or may not recall.
The World War I. Oh my God, we're transferring. Oh my God. Segway.
And that's where the season of Dark starts, is in 1921.
But before we get to Dark, hey guys, you know what one of my favorite books of all times is?
What?
The Bible. You know who's in the Bible?
Any Jesus character.
Wait, nope. Wrong button. Nope.
I mean, there are young
I slipped
in the Bible.
The finger slipped, right? So
young ladies in the Bible.
No,
whoa, dude.
Oh, you don't understand, man. There were 40-year-olds marrying 13-year-olds in the Bible, dude.
Right, and cut. All right, so in the Bible, people be wearing Cubans with the Jesus piece. And you know who has a Jesus piece? We have a Jesus piece with all the money we got from audible.com. So we just want to let the fans know that if you guys want to support the podcast and help us get a new microphone for Tristan, who's the only one without a studio microphone at this time, support our Audible. He can afford it. Help him get a new bed because he needs one. So sign up for Audible so he can get that. Thank you for listening to young ladies in the Bible. That was the worst misclick I could have clicked.
Let's find Tristan a home.
Oh, what?
The Jesus piece.
Tristan is not homeless.
Oh man, the Jesus piece. Okay, well,
dude, oh man,
we watched Dark
on one.
Season 3.
Yeah,
or season 2.
Season 2.
2.
Yep.
We had some guesses from season 1 at the end.
Oh yeah,
and let's just say we got all of them wrong. Like
we done got fucked up.
I think there was only there was one.
There's still one that one of you guys put out that is still on the table, but not sure.
There was one I put out that was right, and you tried to argue with me about, Tristan.
Which one was
that?
This
Was the one with Helgi and you said he doesn't have a burst eardrum, and we said yes he does, and you said how would he have had it? You said from the rocks. I said no. Noah was probably the first one to test the machine on Helgi, and guess what they did this season? They tested the machine on Helgi and fucked up his ear and the left side of his face even more.
Yeah.
So I was right. Just gonna throw it out there.
I was with you on that argument. I got you.
This is more of a fuck Tristan thing.
It really is.
I even wrote down, I was like, wow, 2 minutes in and my prediction about Noah is already fucking wrong. So
what was yours?
I'm not sure if you're wrong yet.
Eli, were you the one who thought that
Barstool
was gonna be Noah?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, that may not be wrong yet.
Yeah, I'm not too not sold because I was pretty like, it's not him. Then towards the end, I kept looking at his face, and he said something to Jonas like, "Me and you used to be friends." I said, "Wait a minute."
Yeah,
you never know. He said that Adam said that they could be friends.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little sus.
I don't know, man.
So
we'll just get into it. We'll get into it. I got more predictions. We'll just fire some just wrong shit again, and we'll get into season 3 later.
I don't even know what predictions I have at this point because my brain hurts after.
We'll just throw monkey shit at a wall, and we'll see what sticks. Because that's what we did last time. We're just gonna do that again.
Splatter paint all over the place.
All right, so we started off. So I thought we were getting Noah's backstory in the first episode, like right away. We didn't.
Nope.
And then, dude, Noah fucking one tapped that guy with a pickaxe to the shoulder.
That's what I said too.
How does that work?
Yeah, dude. Man took a pickaxe to his shoulder and he's already dead. I'm like, what?
He died instantly. No screaming.
It went down to his heart, homie.
No,
it was in his shoulder.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it can go down through to your heart, or he hit the aorta.
He would not die instantly.
He's gonna bleed out.
There was definitely, there was a few continuity things in this season, I guess.
I don't think so. They all made sense.
I didn't. That's the only one I wrote down.
Yeah, that's the only one I had.
There was one that I noticed later. Super small detail.
All right.
But that's whatever.
We'll get into that. But this episode, you find out that Jonas actually fucked his aunt.
Wait,
we knew that.
No, we didn't know that. We didn't know that yet.
Yes, we did.
No, we
we did. I wrote it down because that's one of the scenes.
No, but that's one of the scenes because he was dreaming.
Yeah, he's dreaming of the past, though.
We didn't know he was dreaming of the past yet.
It's a flashback.
I definitely knew that.
Yeah.
Dude, I assumed that was a nightmare. I assumed
really?
Yes, because he has that later.
Okay.
Yeah, it happened. Yeah. That was the opening scene in like 3 different episodes. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a recurring nightmare. I thought he was just freaking out.
You know, I could see your point, but like
dreams are based on your memories.
Okay. Let's not even do that one.
Some are, but like so
because that's not a generalization.
I took it as a memory that he was dreaming of, and I think Tristan took it the same way. So that's what I wrote down.
I wrote down flashback dream ?
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, I thought they were just kind of dating, but they done like they yeah.
Well, because I thought they were dating too, but towards the end of the season, we find out that they were never even really dating. They were about to, and then everything went down.
Yeah, we'll get into that, but
this season's not.
This episode, you also find out that I forgot her name, but the deaf girl that's Charlotte's daughter.
Oh, what's her name? I wrote it down. Elizabeth.
That's right.
Fucking
okay.
Beast.
That's okay. That makes so much sense now because I wrote something later that actually was true, and I didn't realize it was true. But anyway, yeah. So you find out that she is just vibing in 2052. She's like basically Daryl from The Walking Dead, just vibing.
She's the leader of the Resistance.
It took me way too long to put that together, by the way.
You didn't realize that?
Well, no, because she was like, someone was talking, right? And then I saw her doing the gang signs. I thought she was like, just like an interpreter. I was like, okay, cool. They got an interpreter, and then it goes click, 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 click. Oh shit! I know who that is.
yeah. So I didn't realize it at first, but they did a cut scene from her in the future to her then, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's her.
I realized it a little bit before that.
Sign language.
A little bit
So,
before they did the
yeah.
cutscene, I understood that. But yeah, no. So
Gotcha.
when they opened up with the scene of Yoda smashing Martha, dude, I was like, "Is
Dude.
that booty a man's butt?"
Oh my god.
Because like it
These
just pans
pants
up from
coming
his
out.
ass, like in your face. I was confused.
Oh man.
I wasn't I wasn't sure who was on top. I was like, oh, and then it got to the
Whoa,
faces.
wait.
I was like, oh, there we go.
Tristan was into it before they showed the faces, bro.
Also,
Okay,
I was
sure.
like, "Fuck Hannah." This like the opening of the season made me be like,
Oh
"Fuck
yeah, dude.
Hannah,"
The
because
whole
I wrote-
season.
Yeah.
she's sitting there like, "Oh my god, I can't believe Jonas is gone." And I wrote down, maybe if you weren't too busy fucking the whole neighborhood, Hannah, your kids wouldn't
Honestly.
disappear.
Honestly, dude.
Like, golly.
Yeah, I got some shit
Also,
to spill about Hannah.
Magnus, he's got great hair now.
Magnus a beast, bro.
He got some
Magnus is-
flowing locks.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we really get into it, I want to say that I thought they did not a great job, but a decent job of developing some of those kind of side characters that I wasn't like that didn't do much in season 1.
Mhm.
They started doing a little more in season 2.
Well,
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
good.
we knew that was coming though, because season 1, if you didn't know a character very well, then most likely you knew them pretty well at the end of the season. So the ones that you didn't know very well, you knew it was coming next season, because they do their best at like developing all the characters.
I pretty
Mhm,
much know
mhm.
everyone's name at this point.
Yeah, the only
Well,
one I didn't
yes.
was Elizabeth, and
Right,
that
and I
was
didn't.
actually a big one.
So the thing I noticed about this season was that outside of Jonas, who is like the complete main character of this show, the people they focused on last season took more of a back seat in season 2. And in season 2, the people that they didn't focus on as much started getting a lot more attention.
I don't even know about that though.
Mickle, there was barely any
Mickle
attention
got a
paid to
lot
him.
of time. What do
Like
you mean?
all
Okay,
of season
Michael.
all of season 1 was focused
Are you talking about
around
the character?
Mickle and his situation.
Are
Yeah,
you talking about the character Mickle or like the young Mickle?
young Mickle.
Well,
Okay,
you got
well, that-
more old
okay.
Mickle.
But I don't even count
got
these
more
people as
old-
like young and old people. Literally, the character is their whole gimmick. Like
Right,
any
right.
age at this show.
I agree.
So Michael
Oh,
did
okay,
get a
I'm
lot of
counting
fucking
different
screen
ages a
time.
bit.
Like he got a lot of screen, especially towards the end. His whole gimmick was like one of the most important parts at the end.
Oh, it definitely was. And I was glad we got that whole back. Oh gosh, that was just it was nice.
Dude, that stuff later with Michael was actually hella sad.
Do we ever find out why that dude has a goddamn eye patch?
No, dude, I'm pissed.
We haven't yet. Okay, that's got to be coming in season 3 because
Yeah, it has to.
that's Voller. That's Voller. And so I have stuff to get into about him because I've been curious about him since last season when it was like,
He's-
oh, he's got a big old bandaged eye. Now he's
Yeah.
It's recovered a little bit, or he's got like
No, he
the
just
sunglasses
upgraded.
now.
Yeah, he upgraded
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the glass
And-
cover. That shit's lit.
And then the story with because the hooker lady is
I was gonna bring that up.
related. They're siblings.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That was crazy.
We also
But I'm
found
like,
out, right?
Oh my gosh.
We didn't know last season that pronoun. It's a she. They're transitioning
Yes.
from male to female. We find
She
that
was
out
she. Yep.
via Francisca or whatever her name is.
Yep.
Mhm.
We found that out
Dropping her
via
some,
her.
hormones.
Yeah, giving up hormone therapy shit. So I was like, ah, okay. And did you guys assume what a Magnus assumed too?
No,
With what?
with-
that Francisco was
Working
being a
for
hooker.
her? Yeah,
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I did not. I did
I
not think
did.
that at any point.
I did. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that's how she got the money. She's over
Yeah.
there selling her ass. I'm like, that's
Yep, that's what I thought.
crazy.
I that did not occur to me, but whatever.
And then Magnus went full fucking dummy mode.
Dude.
Well, I don't. If all the ways to confront that, and Magnus goes, "You fucking whore!" I'm just like, Magnus, what are you doing?
Magnus was wildin', bro.
How could you? How could you? I was like, Magnus, chill out. Damn. That's my fucking guy, though. No, it's not.
Dude.
Uh,
Okay, let's talk about. They did a really, really good job. It doesn't really matter too much. It probably will in season 3, but with the adult Magnus, like later, that
Mhm.
dude looks exactly like Magnus.
I knew who it was instantly. He walked. I said,
Same.
"Oh shit, that's
Same.
Magnus."
I
Yeah,
didn't.
dude, I
I
would-
didn't until they said the name. I'm not
Really?
gonna
Dude,
lie.
I
But they
knew
said
it
that I
was.
was like, dude, that is I was like, yeah, that's definitely him.
Yeah,
I think they do a good job in the whole show
I
of
agree.
older versions, like the adult versions of some of the kids, looking almost exactly like the kids.
They have to get
Yeah.
like one of their siblings or something to portray like them.
It's
Right.
gotta be something.
Because there's
Older
no
Jonas
way.
looks just like Jonas.
Yeah, that's why I said in the
Yeah.
first season. That's how I knew it was him. It looked just like him.
Like that's crazy. Even Michael looks very similar to Mikkel.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that shit's wild, dude.
They really were about to hang my guy Jonas in episode 2. That shit was lit. Jonas should have known, but they said stop playing Jonas. Dude, Death Girl was with the shits. Though. she is with
hold the
shits.
phone.
What?
Hold on, you skipping over the very end of episode 1 where we get, and this is what I wrote down: big ball of what the fuck.
Yeah.
I'm probably not
I
going to be
mean-
nearly as confused about you.
Which led me to ask about
I mean-
what is the God particle.
Well, it's just
It's
time
some
travel
science shit.
Yeah.
They covered it later, which was good, but that was my big question. What is
Yeah,
this
that's kinda-
large ball of matter?
That was wild. Yeah.
It's a portal.
Wow.
That's all I wrote.
It's-
It's
it's
a
a-
portal.
It's not a
Portal.
knife.
No, it's a
But
knife.
yeah. So later Jonas gets hung, but
That
Death
was
Girl with her
crazy.
shit gets written down. Dude, I was gonna go back to some earlier episodes, but I didn't care enough. Do you guys know if older Jonas actually had that mark on his neck in season 1?
I think it
'Cause
was
I didn't
covered up the
notice
whole
it.
time.
Yeah, it was covered
Okay.
up.
Because I thought that
so,
same
because I feel
thing.
like I would have noticed that, Like, I was like, why does he got that mark on his neck? Like, but I was gonna go back and look and scour, and I'm like, do I really want to do that? So I did not. Yeah, no, it's just Jonas and Claudia this season.
Dude.
You
When
mean the
fucking,
White Devil?
when fucking Ulrich showed up at the end,
Oh,
I was like, Gandalf?
dude. Oh, Ulrich was jeez, man. He looked like an interesting man at that point. That did not look like Ulrich, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, he looked darker, if I'm gonna be like the facial structure looked like Ulrich, but he just looked like kind of Native American.
It was the hair.
I guess that's true. He had that long white hair. Yeah, okay. I'm
My-
not trying to be racial, but
No, yeah. My only big note from season 2, or not season 2, from episode 2 was that it was basically just a lot of the time loop being explained to new people.
yeah, a lot of people knew about it this season. It was kind of weird.
And then
everybody.
right, because at the end, I also wrote down that we're technically up to 5 different times being represented.
You're skipping.
Yes.
21 or
Yeah, you
21.
skipping.
20,
Yeah, you are skipping, though.
53, 86, and 19, and 52.
Yeah, 52. Sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah. So episode 3, I didn't write anything, so I don't really know what
Lesbian
happened
chicks
this episode.
were in fact lesbian.
Yeah, that wasn't surprising.
Egon dropped that bomb that he kind of started figuring shit out.
Yeah. Egon, okay. I kind of felt bad for that man. Like, he was cool. Like, he was one of my favorite characters. I felt like he was just a genuinely nice dude, and he kept getting fucked.
I don't know about
Yeah, I had no
genuinely
issues with
nice.
Egon. I had no. I didn't have a lot
Young
of issues. I
Egon.
didn't really have issues.
Young Egon was pretty
Okay,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Young
Old
Egon
Egon,
was-
was kind of a drunk asshole.
Okay, yeah, I could see that for sure. I thought, okay, young Egon was just a dad trying to do his thing, and he kept getting fucked over. But you get fucked over enough times, you turn into the asshole. That's just how it
Egon
works.
literally accused Ulrich of rape with no evidence. I'm good on that. A testimony from like an 8-year-old.
I mean, okay,
Well,
yeah,
she said she saw it, and
yeah,
there's only so much you can do in that situation.
yeah. I
It
guess
didn't
that's
help
true.
that he had it out for Ulrich already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He fucking
true.
hated Ulrich for like no reason.
Oh,
Don't get me
who's
wrong, Ulrich's an
Ulrich, by the way?
asshole, but
I was gonna say, yeah, it was kind of an asshole, but
he
I mean, I
is
get it,
an
though.
asshole in general. I hate
his
them.
brother disappeared, and it didn't seem like they were doing much to find him, even though there's no way they could have found him. With Mads not found.
Yeah. Do we ever get Noah's wife's name?
Yeah,
Noah doesn't have
I-
a wife in this right now.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Well, he
yes.
does though. Like, I did.
Does
did
he?
It,
Because
Yes.
did it not come true later?
no, the woman we thought that it was what's her face Nielsen, Tranta's mother, the one who was banging Claudia's mom. That's Noah's sister, not his wife.
Right.
But what's her
But
name?
Okay, no, okay, yeah, sorry, nope, you're right, Eli. We do see that later in the season. My apologies.
I'm pretty sure we find out who his girl is.
We do, yeah, but we'll get to that later because it's a pretty
Yeah,
big. It's a
that's
pretty
huge.
big piece.
Yeah.
I didn't remember. I didn't catch her name then.
Oh, dude, it's wild as
Oh,
fuck.
we
dude.
already know her name.
Yeah, we do. Well, I didn't. Until just now because I wrote that prediction down. It ended up being true as soon as you said the name earlier. So anyway,
We got to
we'll
episode
get
4.
on.
Right.
Episode 4.
And
Yeah.
I wrote
Yes.
down right away. I said,
Dude.
"Please don't tell me we're in 1920." I said, "Please
I
don't
know,
tell
I
me."
know.
And then
Oops.
I said, "Agnes has it's a knife, so it's World War I time. Fuck it, it's 1921."
Bro, oh my god. You get the wildest like plot thing, like possibly of the show so far. Well, okay, I'd say Mikkel and Michael so far are the wildest one so
Okay.
far, but you find out that Jonas is Adam, bro.
Dude, oh
Dude.
my gosh. I honestly
Dude.
was not expecting that.
That
I had a
shit is
feeling.
insane. I didn't. I had no idea.
I really, truly, that was shocking to me. Like
Same.
that was all caps as a response, as a reaction for me. Just that one got me for sure.
Dude, I even wrote down, I was like, okay, if Barstool isn't Noah, Barstool is Adam. And then I was like, fuck.
See, I wrote down that gives credence to Barstool being Noah.
It
Because
does.
who-
No, it
does.
does.
Who
It
would
does.
Jonas trust more than Barstool?
Yeah. No, it's true.
His old friend, before all the shit started
Right.
happening.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So-
And even later in this season, like Barstool and Jonas don't even really have an out for each other anymore. They're just kind of vibing.
Well, they only see each other like once or twice
Well,
anymore.
that's what I'm. Yeah, but it's not like any hate towards each other like it was in the first season.
Right. So you know how we saw like older Jonas without a shirt on, and he had some marks at that point, including like from the rope, but he had like all the marks on his back.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I definitely thought that he was going to be spending more time in 1921, and that he was going to get like stuck working in the field, and he was going to get whipped or something.
Oh,
I thought
shit.
that's what those marks came from.
I was going with like World War One, like training camp type thing. Like enemy caught him and we're just whipping him for information. Bro, that's
That
the
would-
next season. They're going back to 1921. It's gonna be World War One shit. Jonas gets captured by whichever
Some
forces.
government. They're going to
Right,
ask about time
right.
travel.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, 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 another monkey shit at the wall that doesn't come true. Anything else from this episode? Because that's all I wrote about the Adam thing. So
By this
the
point,
only-
right? Let me just throw this out there. By this point
Okay.
in the show, I'm just like, okay, dude. So that means old Jonas has been in on it the whole time, right? And that he's actually turned heel, in my mind. I'm just like, bro, literally stop doing what everyone tells you to do. If you guys just stop doing your fucking gut reactions to everything, that would kill the timeline right there. Like,
yeah,
Literally,
Facts.
this is the one time
they
where
keep
you
thinking
don't trust your gut.
they keep thinking they're playing like 12D chess with each other, but they're still doing everything like it's supposed to. Like, how about you
Yeah.
just like Jonas, just like blow your brains out? Like that, it'll end right there. Like it's over.
Jonas was being kind of selfish.
Young
He
Jonas is probably
Yeah.
my favorite character in the show. Old Jonas fucking sucks. Adam Jonas, he looks like a Ninja Turtle.
Oh my god, Master Oogway.
He looks like Deadpool, bro.
Yeah, old Deadpool. Holy shit,
He looks
Dude,
got the head of a Ninja Turtle.
dude. I just want to know what old Jonas does. Does he get like caught in a house fire or some shit, or is like he's in the middle of the apocalypse? He just gets blown to shreds. I want to know how he loses all his shit.
I'm curious, dude, because he was like time travel takes its toll, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's how Jonas got his first big mark was getting hung in 2052 or 53 or whatever.
Yeah. Well, going on to episode 5 then, if that's cool. We get a really cool quote by Adam to start off the episode, actually. It's, "We feel the most repulsion to the ones most like us." I'm like, that's facts. Like, honestly, you want to connect yourself with people that like similar things, but if you see somebody who's exactly like you, we tend to not like that person at all.
It feels weird, dude.
It does. That's what I'm saying. So like that makes sense why they're kind of like against each other and stuff, like in the current time, because they
Mhm.
don't really understand each other, even though they're the same person.
Well,
So that's
it's
that
basically
shit's
that
kind of
young
wild.
Jonas doesn't understand old Jonas.
Yeah,
It's really only the one way because old Jonas is like, you'll see.
yeah,
It's like
yeah. I
you're
guess
gonna
that's
you're gonna
fair.
understand.
Right. Also in this episode, Ulrich finds out that his son is alive and in his current time frame.
Hmm.
So Mans breaks out and finds him. Honestly,
That was crazy.
at this point, don't judge me because stuff happens later to turn this point around. But I said that Ulrich kind of got a bad hand, and I was really glad that he got to see his son again because like that was pretty emotional. Like I thought that was really cool.
That was cool.
Later I'm like fuck Ulrich, but
Well, I
like
mean, mostly, yeah.
in this moment I'm like it's really cool he got to see his son again, even though I mean he got the clap, but
He did. He did.
Dude, that was
The
fucking
other thing,
awesome. I thought they were gonna shoot him on the spot. That would have been fucking amazing.
same. Oh my god.
Just execute. Get on the fucking ground. Ulrich. Just starts running.
That would have been hilarious. Holy shit.
Oh man. Fuck
my
Ulrich.
my first note from this episode was Clausen, the government dude
Trash.
who was like part of whatever. He was a mid character at best. Um, but they're doing all the investigation and stuff, and I was like, he seems to know a lot already. You know what I mean? Like it just seems like he knows more than they make it seem like he knows. Um, which we find a little bit about. We find out a little bit about that later. Um, but I don't know how he fits into all this yet, but I'm very curious. Also, this show is German and it's a Netflix original, similar to Sense8. I can't guarantee anything, but I'm pretty sure at least 2 or 3 of these characters were also in Sense8
Really?
as part of
Well,
Wolfie's thing.
Netflix took this over after it was already a German show, though. I think.
I don't think Netflix took it over, Eli. I think Netflix bought the
Yeah, this
rights
is a full
to
on
it.
Netflix original.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, that's what I'm saying though, because Netflix
okay.
wasn't the one out there filming like setting up this show
Yeah,
like they were.
because like
Sense8.
Tristan, so the way Netflix originals work, Tristan, is people make the shows and then Netflix buys the rights to stream them
Right.
forever. That's why they become Netflix originals. Like there's Netflix
Okay,
original
okay.
animes that weren't made by Netflix, but Netflix just paid for the rights. So
Right.
That's fair.
this company made the
Netflix-
shit and then pitched it to Netflix.
Right. Netflix does make a few things though.
They do.
as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're not always good.
No.
Very rarely.
So I wrote down a note because we get Noah says, "Yo, I'm Charlotte's dad. What's up?"
Yup.
So I wrote down this. Okay, stay with me here, right? Because this is how
Oh, boy.
this is my execution of knowing the names.
I have one right after you too. So
All right. So Noah is Charlotte's dad, right?
Mhm.
That means her mom is the woman who is eating the vagina of Egon's wife, and Egon is the father of Regina's mom.
Hold on.
Wait,
Go
what?
back. Go back.
No, that's his sister.
I
That's
know,
Noah's
but,
sister.
but the
Yeah.
cover at the time was wife. So
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
And Regina's son is fucking Martha, who is the daughter of Ulrich, who is the father of Mikkel, who is the father of Jonas, who is also fucking Martha, who is the aunt of Jonas. And
Okay.
that led me to say, literally every modern day character is tied to someone in some way or another. Each of them
Yes.
were tied back like at least 1 or 2 black hole jumps ago,
Yeah.
whether they know it
It's
or
all
not.
back. It all goes back to at least. I don't think all the character. Well, we might find out next season. I think bare minimum, everyone in 2019, 2020, whatever, is at least related back to 1953. I think that's where this all really starts per se. Granted, they're going to say that it started in 1921, but I think where all the real relation happens starts in 1953.
Okay.
Yeah, I also was
I'm following
curious.
you.
I was also curious. Is Noah face now, or is he a tweener?
I have
I
honestly
don't
no
know.
idea.
Because I can't tell if Noah's baby face or not yet. Like, because
I don't think he is.
I don't think so either. But I can't tell if he's bad either. I think he's a tweener at this
Yeah.
point. Because
Yeah.
Honestly, I could call anyone a tweener
no,
for the most part in this show because
Mm,
they're all doing exactly what they're supposed to do, but they think they're doing. Half of them think they're doing one thing, but they end up just doing
that's
exactly
what kind
what
of
they're
pisses
supposed
me
to
off
do.
with this season so far. Right? Is that I'm waiting for the timeline to diverge, and we haven't got there yet. And
I guess it's gonna happen next season.
I know it's supposed to, but especially the way this season ended, I was like, you better not tell me shit's still going how it's supposed to at this point.
yeah, right.
If they say,
honestly.
oh yeah, I knew this was gonna happen, I'm gonna freak out because like I'm getting upset because that means we got at least 7 more seasons, and I don't know how many more timelines I can handle.
Dude, honestly,
Yeah.
I told you
We're
guys
already at
last
5. That's
episode.
too many.
I said if we touch anything in the 1800s or anything in the 2100s, my brain's
Mhm.
exploding, and we're getting
Same.
really close now.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
We're
are.
one timeline back
Yeah,
and
yeah,
2
literally.
forward from touching either
Right.
of those.
Right.
And I'm just
It's
like,
pretty
no.
Going back to the Noah thing again, stay with me. Let me get my shit off. So I said I'm not surprised that Noah is Charlotte's dad. Like I didn't see it coming, but like I could see it. Like So then I wrote down, what if Charlotte's daughter ends up somehow being her mother? That's some crazy connection. Call it Charlotte's Web.
I hate you.
No, but it's an honest prediction. I was just throwing in a meme.
So you're
good
thinking
for you,
Charlotte's
Eli.
daughter, which is the deaf one,
Yep.
was gonna be Noah's wife.
Yep.
That's
I
did.
interesting.
Well, it comes true later.
It does. That's the crazy thing.
That's dude, I somehow fucking got that prediction right and I was hyped.
No, wait. No,
What?
no. Sorry, you were a little bit off.
I thought that Elizabeth was Noah's wife. They confirmed it.
No. Okay, sorry. Charlotte. So we'll skip to this right now because that's in episode 8, but whatever. Charlotte is Elizabeth's daughter and her mother. Charlotte
Right, that's what I'm saying.
is Noah's wife. So the picture that Noah shows Charlotte and she's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. That's not actually Charlotte as the baby in that picture. That's Elizabeth.
Oh, I got you. Wait, so hold up. Now I'm confused because I thought that
No, wait.
because I thought that they were saying that Noah and Elizabeth had Charlotte, and then Charlotte somehow had Elizabeth, and it's like the whole what came first, the chicken or the egg type thing, and I'm confused.
Maybe
I have
it
no
is, and I
idea.
wrote it incorrectly. But I wrote it as
'Cause-
Charlotte is Elizabeth's daughter and mother.
Yeah, I that's how I got it too, because later because they're like, oh, she can't know who her mother is, she can't know who her mother is. They kept saying that, so I was like,
Oh, well, I
it has
guess
to
that's
be
kind of an infinite cycle.
right, because I'm like, well, then it has to be her daughter, right? Because I don't know any other characters, and they're not going to introduce anybody else. So I'm like, it's her daughter, just for meme's sake. I'm going to
I
write
guess
that
if-
down. I'm
I
pretty
guess
sure
if
they
you're-
confirmed that.
Yeah, okay, sorry. It works for both of them. They're both each other's daughter and mother.
Shit's wild, honestly.
That's
What do you
nuts.
make of all this?
Wait, I didn't even catch this. I don't know if I was watching too fast at this point, but when was that episode 8 stuff?
So episode 6 is when we I think it was episode 5 or 6 where we see Noah talk to Charlotte about this in the
It's five.
like, the
It's
old
five.
clock shop. So it's in the clock shop, and he's like, "Oh, blah blah blah, that's you, and your mother is like still alive." So Charlotte's like, "Oh my gosh!" But then it was in episode 8 that we get the full explanation.
All right, then
That
save
is-
that for that because I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
I know. I was just writing down my prediction at that
Right,
point, which, yeah. Anyway,
Ended up being
so
true. Yes.
that was what I had for episode 5.
You know the greatest heel turn in this entire show is Mikkel's adoptive mom. She had a great heel
Oh.
turn.
Heel turn.
Well, Tristan, excuse me?
Did I miss something?
Did you miss her consistently drugging Mikkel to keep him as her son?
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. Okay.
That's
I
the
did not
heel
miss
turn. The fuck?
I think I just misunderstood it.
And
It
also,
never quite hit me.
we see how people are getting from certain timelines to certain timelines now. Because you have to go to a certain time to get to the portal to another time. And so I'm starting to understand now how the jumping works. Right? Because the portal, there's like 12 portals at this point. Because
so there's the doors in the caves, and by the end of the season, we have like 3 time machines in circulation.
I consider them portals, and there's
I'm
portals
just so
and time machines.
confused. I'm confused how all this stuff in the past happened if there's no future, but how does the stuff in the future happen if there's no past? And
It's a
like, I don't
loop.
understand.
That's
I
the
don't
point.
know. I understand that, but the first individual time like that it happened, it couldn't have happened because the future stuff hadn't happened because they didn't have a time machine in the past.
Exactly.
I'm just confused. Like, I understand like what's going on like in the show, but like that's one thing my brain can't shake. I'm like, well, how does this even begin to happen?
Time travel
Right.
is just a fucked up topic in general.
It is,
but they're doing the
It's
best
so-
I've ever seen with time.
Same, 100%. But
Yeah.
that's why they talk about the paradox, because it's
Right.
like, where is the beginning, where is the end, you know? But so that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
I think they talk about, the next cycle is when we'll be able to break it, because certain
Mhm.
things have to actually transpire in their original timeline before they can move on to something else.
Yeah.
So, like, with main character Jonas doing all this stuff, this is technically the first time that it has happened, because this is what the actual current time of the Earth is. But it has happened multiple times before because we have future Jonas and Adam and all that other stuff.
All right, check this. Check this. Did you guys bite on the red herring in episode 6?
Which one?
The one about why Mikkel killed himself? Because I thought, like, to start
Yes, I
the
did.
episode, Mikkel was fucking on one. Like, old Mikkel. Old
Mhm.
Mikkel was fucking tripping
yeah.
balls. And I'm like,
Yeah, he
dude,
was.
I can see why he killed himself now. And then they're like,
Right.
haha, dummy, he was never going to kill himself. And I go,
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
Yeah,
if Jonas just
I
wouldn't
bit
have
on it.
came in. I bit on it too.
But that's what they do all season. They're
Right.
like, "Oh, hey, you can fix it by doing this," and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta fix it." And then they did exactly what they needed to do for it to
Yup.
happen. I
Yeah,
was like,
there's a couple times,
bruh.
dude. That was such a sad scene, honestly, because I don't know about you guys, but I liked like Michael's character, like when he was talking to Jonas, like
Mhm.
he was so sad just knowing what he had to do. It was just like a really sad scene.
Yeah, that one hit.
And then the parallels between Mikkel almost getting hanged, and then Jonas almost getting hanged, and then Mikkel
Yep.
hanging himself. That's dope.
Yeah, yeah.
Also,
Those hit.
so I had a prediction here in episode 6.
Oh, let's get it.
So I was like, how would they break the loop, And so I said right here, where is it? Hold on, I gotta check my notes. I said Marta should really just take the pipe already. That's the key. If
God,
he fucks his
dude.
aunt, the loop will be broken. And then Ector found out it
Well-
wasn't a nightmare, so I was wrong.
Yeah, that's Well, on with that point, I said Bryce, aka like Barstool, whatever. He has the
You mean
worst
Red Roll?
game. He has the worst game when it comes to girls, bro. When they were riding bikes and stuff, he's like, if you want to like hang out, and she's like, no. He's like, oh,
Really?
sweet.
Okay, see,
Okay.
I took that a little differently, bro. That seemed like she was trying to like play both of them at the time. I was kind of like sus on it.
Bro, she was a Jonas girl.
Whole time, yes.
I don't even
She-
know about that.
Nah, bro, she was a Jonas girl.
I don't even know about that, bro.
Because I said my man Jonas moves fast, bro. Like, holy shit. It went from, yeah, it's pretty cool. And then, yeah, we need to be together for the rest of our lives. Here's my penis.
Okay, that's not from Jonas though. That's because other Jonas made
yeah.
her accelerate.
I know. But even then, regular Jonas in that time period, like, slept with her.
But
like
regular
that
Jonas
night.
is horny.
yeah.
If
he
you
is.
start making out in her bedroom, I'm telling you, that's just what's gonna happen, son. That's called called natural processing.
That's called Newton's fifth law.
Exactly. For thou shall be if the ability to beat is there shall presence. Newton, Isaacford, 1919.
So,
Oh my God.
one of my not so serious notes for this episode was that Jonas Jonas is moving awfully well for someone who got shot in the knee.
True.
Did he get hit
got
in the
no
knee or the
formal
side of his
healing
leg?
for it.
Did
It
he
was
get
like
grazed?
like shin, calf, whatever.
He got
yeah.
grazed.
It was like just below his knee, and she didn't shoot him
Right.
directly in the leg, but it definitely should have done a
It
lot
hurts.
more damage
I
than
don't
it seems
think
to
so
have.
because he just grazed him. Like I just watched that scene again to get the thumbnail for this. That bullet only grazed his leg.
Yeah,
That's no penetration
I mean,
though. Pause.
but there was no like cleaning of the wound, nothing like that. All they did was slap a bandage.
It's basically just a cut at that point.
It's 1921. Do you think they were gonna clean the wound?
Something, dude. I figured something would happen, and it didn't. But I was like, he got shot, and he's moving pretty well.
Well,
Bro,
okay,
1921.
but okay, by this point in the fucking show, Tristan, his neck wound's already healed as well.
Yeah,
So we don't know how long he's been running around for at this point.
true.
Because we don't know how
Dude,
time works applied to him when he's jumping around.
1921. They used to either put vodka in your wounds or just spit in it. I think. So, I mean, take your pick.
Fair.
At the end of episode 6, I wrote down. There was two things. I said, "Wow, Jonas did actually fuck her. That's why he still has that nightmare." And I said, "Bro, there are 7 different groups fucking with Jonas right now, and I can't tell which one of them is good or bad."
I know, dude. It's fucking
There's so much going on.
There is.
I think they're both bad, and just Jonas needs to stop time traveling.
He just needs to
stop.
General, man.
Go back
Just
home
vibe.
and go to sleep.
Right.
over.
Honestly, take a chill, bro. Take some melatonin.
Just like,
Bro.
honestly.
This is the episode where I decided fuck Ulrich again because his wife
6 or 7.
6. His
Okay.
wife is taking care of Mikkel, who has chicken pox, whatever.
Oh.
It's not chicken pox. but it's
rubella?
Yeah, thank you. And he's just out there on the barn, just making out with Hannah, cheating on Katarina. That's messed up, man. She's
Yeah.
actually like being a mom, taking care of their son, and he's out here hoeing. That's messed up. Like, I don't know, man. He deserves everything that came to him after that.
Fair. I should say episode 7. I only had 2 notes, and they were both about some of the women in this show just being bitches.
Dude.
Yeah.
Katarina and Hannah.
And Hannah are 2 of the worst
Dude.
fucking
They're so bad.
characters.
Yes.
Katarina's fighting strong for that worst character spot this year.
Bro,
She is
honestly,
brawling.
dude, I wrote an essay. I wrote an essay for this episode on my notes, man. I have so much shit,
Why?
dude. Honestly,
Oh, bro.
she really went back in time. Hannah did just to fuck with Ulrich. That's wild, dude. I couldn't believe that. I could not believe that.
That was
Not
crazy.
just to
That
fuck
was
with Ulrich, dude,
insane.
but to let him know that he fucked up too. Like-
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
hey,
that's insane. Oh, dude.
remember when we were fucking? You go,
bro. That's
Yeah, it was. I
Wow.
mean, I just. Yeah, I don't know.
crazy.
We got Hannah about to hit the ankle slam and transition to the ankle lock on Katarina, but Katarina said no. She hits the big boot and then comes off the ropes with the big leg drop. Reek is going crazy over here, trying to decide which song he's gonna play.
wait, for what?
for
Hold
this
on,
big
I'm
ol'
completely
fight.
lost at this point. What did you just say to me?
I was referencing the fun you've been having recently with the theme songs, because Katarina and Hannah are in just an absolute
Fight for the
brawl.
worst character.
The worst character,
Oh,
yeah.
dude, no,
The-
to me it's strongly Katarina, but Hannah's trying to.
Hannah's doing the Lord's work or the devil's
Because,
work,
like I was trying to
guess,
say before I accidentally unplugged my microphone.
but- yeah, I could tell. I was like, all right, whatever,
I
bro.
was wondering what
Oh.
happened.
Yeah.
Shit, where was I
Oh.
saying? I'm trying to remember. Fuck. Oh, what Hannah came back. Hannah came back and said, "Hey, remember when we were fucking?" He goes, "Yeah. Please save me. Please save me." She goes, "Do you ever recall telling me I love you?" He goes, "Yeah." She goes,
He's like, get me out of here, bro.
Like, I do love you.
She goes, "I don't." And he goes, No. I swear, please. And she goes,
I love you. I love you.
She goes, "Fuck you, bitch." He goes, I was going, no, please, no. Dude, honestly though,
No.
they're both scums though. They're both scums.
Yeah.
I give Hannah a little bit less scum card because she really did treat Mikkel well from what we saw, right?
Yeah.
She only cheated on Mikkel after he was about to die,
That's a good point, honestly.
right? So I'll give him that.
Still cheats.
Ulrich, complete piece of shit. He's got like 7 kids. Fucking ignores all his kids while he goes to work. Only cares about Mikkel after he gets fucking kidnapped or abducted. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Then he wants to care about his kids, but then he neglects his other fucking 7 kids. He doesn't know what's going on with Marta or anything like that. Marta's trying to fucking kill herself or date fucking Balthazar. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Like, Ulrich sucks.
I love the switch up that Ulrich did in the prison too. When Hannah walked away, he's like, "No, I love you. She just kind of looked at him, and as soon as he gets to a certain point, he's like, "Fuck you,
Bitch! You're a fucking bitch!
He switches up so quick. I'm like, "All right, dude."
Bro, Hannah really, she was like, "Oh yeah, I'll help you. And then she was like, "I lied."
You know what also
Just
I
walked
fucking...
away.
I was really scared at this point in this episode 7, because I said, bro, old Jonas better not be thinking about hitting young Martha's walls. I'm serious, because it was looking
my God.
real bad at a couple points.
Well, he did. He sure did try.
What do you mean?
Dude.
Okay, it may have been in episode 8. I don't remember if it was 7 or 8. But Jonas, I think it might have been episode 8. But he was like, "Yo, we gotta go," and she was like, and I swear, old Jonas was about to make a move on her. I was like,
No, that's not what he
Call
was
the
doing there.
police.
He was trying to keep her alive at that point. He was trying to hit the walls, but I thought he was trying to hit the walls at one point, and I wrote, do not kiss him. He is like 40 years old now." I was like,
Yep.
I was just
Dude.
very sus.
"Police!"
Okay, I did right though. Okay. Incest aside, right? Do not judge me for this. Incest aside, I thought their relationship was really cool. Like, it was obvious that they loved each other. Like, you could see it. Like,
Which
no matter
one?
what, Jonas and Martha in
Which
general.
Jonas?
Both of them, because when
Okay.
he was older, she even still like was like caressing his face, like you said, like she was like she still loved him
I
even
told
at that
you
age.
I was on the Jonas and Martha ship, bro.
I mean, me too.
Kind of
but
unfortunate they found out they
I-
were related.
They can work past
I-
that.
I know. Oh my god, I even wrote like it's his aunt, so fuck that. But like honestly, the aspect between those two are really cool. Like you could tell, like they actually like were super in love with each other, and I thought that was pretty solid.
Yeah.
On the contrary, going back to the prison scene with Ulrich and Hannah straight up just fucked Tiedemann after that.
Oh,
which
she
we-
definitely did. She definitely
Yeah.
banged Egon.
dude.
Who, Hannah?
Okay,
Yeah,
Yes.
dude.
Okay, you guys got that vibe too, right? Like I wasn't just
yes,
me.
no, she did.
Because
No,
you,
she.
'cause you remember,
she absolutely did.
you remember Egon was talking to.
No,
the
I
police
remember
chief,
the scene.
and he was like, "Oh, blah blah blah," and he was like, "You're still young. If she's not doing the thing for you, like you gotta let
Mhm.
loose." He said, "You're young. There's still lots of women out there."
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I wrote, all right, Hannah's trying to make the all-century Hoenn team, right? She she fucked Mikkel, who's 13 in real time. She fucked Ulrich, who's like 50 in real time, and then Tiedemann, who would have been like 110 in real time. She's like the Vince Carter of Hoenn, bro. She's she's in every decade just throwing her body at people.
She's not even done yet. We got a whole nother season. She's not even done.
I know, dude. She's going to 2,152. She's just
She already put up the Cody Kobe 81, and she's still got a
Dude,
whole nother quarter left.
I know, bro. It's wild, dude. I was like, dude, she's getting her she's getting her jersey retired in every state, every era, bro.
Bro, she's trying to drop 37 in every quarter.
Dude, she's dropping 37 bodies in every quarter. What you talking about? Oh man. All right. Also this episode, when we talk about Tristan brought up later, like people trying to affect the past, but really they're the ones that caused it.
Claudia?
Yes.
Oh,
Honestly,
boy.
man, that
fuck.
was so sad,
That
bro.
was sad.
I really like Papa Tierman, bro. He was
Egon was trying to
homie.
really recover, you know. He was trying to
Yeah.
bring it around town. You know, he's
I
like,
know,
man, I
dude.
was heel. I'm trying to turn. He was turning babyface, and then fucking Claudia did the big boot, the leg drop, pissed on his corpse, burned him alive, called the cops, hung up on the cops, and said, "Never mind, I'm good." Said, "I'm gonna save you,
Bro.
Dad." After killing him, he would be alive if you didn't kill him. No, there's no saving him. You just killed him.
I felt so bad for him. He was honestly one of my favorite characters.
He
Like
was pretty chill, dude.
he was such a good
I don't know if
dude.
he was
Like,
a great character, but he did have a good redemption arc he was trying to do.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't mean like his character was like top tier. I just mean like out of a show where every single character is flawed, like he was the one trying to turn it around. He was, in my opinion, one of the better people. At least in his prime, and then after his drunkenness and his wife kind of left him and stuff, you know. Which I think is Hannah. I could be wrong because
Who's
like
Hannah?
I feel like Hannah and him kind of like hit it off after that. I feel like that's because did Hannah ever come back from the 50s?
Yes, at the very end.
Okay, never mind then. Fuck that.
So we move on.
Episode 8.
So okay, I want to keep it a bean here. I was really rushing to finish episode 8 earlier today, so
Yeah.
that's why I missed the whole whatever the fuck you guys were talking about earlier. So you're gonna have to explain that one to me.
So yeah,
Okay, go
I
ahead.
just kind of wrote a simple thing, but yeah.
I also I
yeah.
wrote Jonas is being a fucking creep, bro. Old Jonas
Mhm.
sucks so fucking bad. Dude's got a gun. He got a blade. Okay, hold the phone. Noah's wife was some sort of time traveler this whole time. Is season 3 gonna be called Time Wars? So
Hey,
Adam was
might
just
be.
Darth Vader and Palpatine.
Yeah.
You'll be all right, bitch. She just got shot in the stomach and is completely bleeding out.
Dude, that was
Well,
crazy.
I'm just gonna get all my notes out of the way so you guys can explain it to me, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Well, of course, the main real character is Martha the whole time.
Mhm.
Now we're introducing planets. We got Martians in this bitch now. Ah!
No. Okay. Yeah.
I know, but we'll get to that
also
one
not
last.
good.
I want to save that one for later.
Me too.
Explain
Okay.
to me everything but that last part, because that's up for interpretation, because literally we don't know what's
Okay.
going to happen there.
So my first note was just I was like, is it all happening as it should? Like I was just like, is this how it's supposed to be going? Turns out, yes, that is exactly how everything was supposed to be going. So that was interesting. Then we got a lot of Charlotte in this episode trying to find stuff out. And I was like, okay. No big deal. And then we found out about the whole Charlotte and Elizabeth thing. I don't remember who we found this out from. It might have
I don't-
been old Claudia, or it might have been Noah.
I don't remember because it was really quick too in there. Somebody was like,
It
"Yeah,"
was.
and
I think they just threw it in there.
they're like, "Yeah," and Elizabeth. I was like, "Who the fuck is Elizabeth?" I was like, "All right, cool." So that's why I
So-
don't have like a total consensus of what happened.
Right. But Reek, the main idea, back in episode 5, Noah showed up and he was like, "Oh, here's me with you. I'm your dad." To Charlotte. Charlotte was like, "Ah." And then he was like, "Oh, yeah, your mom's still alive." And so Charlotte was like, "Oh my gosh." And so she's trying to figure this out. We're trying to figure this out now. We're like, who is Charlotte's mother? Okay. For a minute there, like for a brief moment, I was like, is it Hannah from when she went back to the 50s? And she ended up banging out Noah too.
I mean,
'Cause
yeah,
that
all
would've been-
century team. I'm telling you.
Exactly. That would have been interesting. That's obviously not how it happened. Now I don't know how this is going to play out, but it's Elizabeth. So Charlotte's daughter is Elizabeth. She's the deaf girl. We see her later in 2052. Okay, she's leading the resistance and everything, being dope, doing cool things. I don't know what, but I think it was later in this episode, right, Eli? She fired up the portal after Jonas had gone back through, and she went back after like Jonas and the other. I don't know who that other girl is, but she yelled at her. She's like, "You knew this whole time." So she ended up going back, and she fired the portal up. She
Yes.
must have traveled back in time at some point, and then she ended up with Noah.
That's
They
what I'm
ended up having Charlotte,
Yeah, that's where
and
I'm at as
so
well.
I'm baffled.
Yeah, that's kind of wild to me as well. Like I said, I wrote down, I'm like, Charlotte's daughter is gonna somehow be her mother. Even in this episode, I forgot I wrote down that prediction earlier too. I was like,
That's
oh
a great
shit, okay.
prediction. That was
Yeah,
that
I,
was
I, I, like I said, I wrote it down as a meme so I could do the Charlotte's Web gimmick. But it is what it is.
dude. That one
Um,
right there. That was Steph Curry from way downtown.
Yeah,
Bang!
honestly, dude. But I'm just confused by that because I don't know. Like, I know it's the thing, like, like I said earlier, what comes first, chicken or the egg? It's the whole, like, kind of weird, like, theoretical type stuff, but I'm confused about that. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
So,
Hey, Paul George would
Uh,
have said that wasn't a good shot.
yeah, honestly, yeah, fuck Adam for killing my girl.
Martha. Oh.
That sucked, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was,
Sucked for all of 5 minutes.
dude.
Dude, that was crazy.
Yeah.
right
true.
before, okay, but right before that, they kissed again.
Which
After
I
they both
said,
knew.
bro, I was like, y'all doubted me, but I told you they could work past that.
Mhm.
I was like, excuse me. I wrote, they still letting Martha and Jonas do things.
Tristan, have you seen what Jonas has been through in the last however fucking long? He was almost hung. He's been fucking in prison 7 times. He was doing some fucking reconnaissance mission in fucking PUBG or whatever the fuck that was when he was stealing gas. Like, he's been through so much shit, and you want him not to kiss the girl he likes because it's kind of his aunt.
It's not even kinda, it is.
Yes, it kinda is, Tristan, because his dad's a time traveler.
Man, it's hard, dude, because like, man, like on one side it's incest, but like they got that love for each other. I'm not gonna hate. Like,
I don't know why I feel so compelled to be okay with this time.
Because it's a good
you
written
want to see it
relationship.
happen. Oh, it is. It's wonderfully done. I hope this is the only time that someone is able to write a piece where I'm okay with a dude banging his aunt.
Do you like Game of Thrones?
I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Well, okay, for my Game of Thrones people who, some people only watch the sex scenes. Those people are kind of weird. I've heard that, I've heard that Emilia Clarke ends up fucking her nephew in that show.
Oh, dear goodness.
all right.
So,
okay, that's almost not surprising.
but that's a medieval show, and medieval shows had incest all the time.
Oh, all the time.
Well, that happened though. Yeah, I mean,
right. So, I mean, other than that, we get we get more Charlotte stuff and more of stuff happening how it's supposed to when they think they're stopping something. So, we get Clausen at the power plant and all that other stuff. There was the silly side story about his brother and like the 33 dead. And I think that might have been Tiedemann who killed his brother and then stole his identity. But that's not super important.
That's a weird concept. I'm interested about that actually. I forgot about that.
I'm interested, but the last note I had before like the end of the episode was just me being curious about what Voller has to do with any of this, because he got a lot more screen time this season.
Eye patch, dude.
Ooh, I think okay. Hear me out.
So I don't know what his deal is. I don't know who he's related to in the whatever. I don't know how he's gonna come up in this, but I'm very curious because they added onto his story and gave him the story with the hooker lady.
Hear me out, Tristan. Yeah. I got some monkey shit loaded up right here. Right. Okay. I don't know why he keeps. Okay, but yeah, he's like Phil from Promised Neverland. He is way too fucking important, and he's everywhere, yet nowhere at the same time, right?
Exactly.
So my thing is I think it's gonna be fucking out. Okay, it's gonna be weird, especially since they introduced the new shit at the end. I think he might be another Jonas. Yeah, listen to me, okay?
What?
Listen to me. So at the end, when the person who looks like a person shows up, right? You're like, but that person's right there,
right?
Not breathing, right? Okay, so there's two gimmicks I have loaded up here. Okay, either that person that shows up is the great child of that other person somehow, right? Doesn't make sense though, right? Or they're introducing dual timelines into the show.
Yeah, that I really
Which
hope
is
they don't
fucked.
get into that.
It's definitely that one because
or aliens, which either way,
it's not aliens. I'll tell you that.
You don't know, bitch.
Okay,
Yeah.
Did you pay attention to what she said?
Did
at the
you
end?
watch season 3, bitch?
No, I haven't. But I mean,
Didn't
when
think
she
so.
goes, it's not what time, it's what world.
Yes.
I went, oh
It's
my
gonna
god!
be I think it's gonna be a timeline thing.
I think
It's
so
gonna be a
too.
It's gonna be an
But-
interdimensional thing for sure. It's a different dimension.
But
Right.
I do like the alien thing. So, like I said,
I-
that's another monkey shit. Right there.
That one
okay,
definitely is. That's just
I like
on the
I
wall.
like that prediction. I like.
So
that
I think
prediction.
the eye patch guy is alternate Jonas because what other character has been getting his shit kicked in the whole fucking series and keeps having injuries up here on his body? Jonas.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
was,
know how that motherfucker got an eye patch. I refuse to believe it. And you know what's even worse is that I kept thinking, who does Marta remind me of? If you look at the facial construction of Marta and the trans person, it's really similar.
Okay. I
So
can see it.
I think
can
there's
see it.
something going on where these people are other dimensional people in there from a different timeline. I think this is turning into Dragon Ball Z. Now, you've never seen Dragon Ball Z, Eli, but let me explain,
No.
okay? Tristan, you have. I don't know how much you remember, though.
It's been a long time since I saw
Okay,
it, but continue.
There's this character, Eli, that time travels in Dragon Ball Z. His name's Trunks, right?
Okay.
Trunks comes from another timeline to prevent the death of someone, okay? He prevents their death and then goes back to his timeline. But the two timelines are completely separate, all right? So that means that because he prevented the death, they're still dead in his timeline. But that timeline will go on with him alive, okay? Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So I think what's happening is that they're looping in time to the same. It's a portal, like I said, not a time machine, right? So they're portal jumping from different times, but they're still in the same timeline. I think these new characters are jumping timelines. So they're coming from a different timeline, right, into this timeline. And they're going to fuck shit up in this timeline.
Yep.
I can see that.
Yep.
You're okay. You're gonna hate
That
me for
one's
this.
sticking.
I'm pretty sure it's season 14. Supernatural does this as well.
Okay, well, they probably did it really shittily.
They did a very, very shitty job, which is why I don't really like this concept. But I think this show could do a good job at it. Going off your prediction of it being another Jonas, I had a similar prediction. Who is the only character with a fucked up eye besides him? Older Elizabeth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Follow me. Alternate timeline. She's a dude. She has a sex change. Boom. It's a dude now. Yeah, that's I don't really
That's
know.
some good monkey shit right there.
That one
But-
is. Yeah, that one.
That one I just
definitely
threw at a
is.
wall. But okay, the only connection that is with that is the eye, right? Because maybe current time is like, well, I don't want everybody to see my fucked up eye, like I gotta cover this shit. Maybe something happens to turn Elizabeth into a dude. Maybe Elizabeth turns into Elijah. Bro, I don't know.
You really don't, and that's okay.
Oh shit. What if? Oh shit. All right, so hear me out here. We're throwing more monkey shit, okay? Okay, so who was the one giving hormone therapy? To
Francesca.
Okay, Francesca.
right? Who is Elizabeth's sibling?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So
I
what
I
if?
can see it.
What if
I
to
like
cover their
it.
plans, they started
Ah.
switching genders so that people
Oh,
couldn't
see?
tell it was them?
That's what I'm saying. We're supporting each
So
other
the-
with these
the one
theories
with
that are
the
going to be
eye-
completely wrong.
The one with the
Mhm.
eye is Francesca, or no, Elizabeth,
Mm,
and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah.
who's a man now or trans is Francesca.
I feel like we got something
You
here.
guys are slinging from the same pile right now.
I'm
Yeah, we
throwing
have the same
Hail
can.
Marys
for it.
right now.
Dude, me too, bro. We're cannoning this shit. Okay, going back to the actual last scene since we didn't actually cover it yet.
Yes.
What do you guys think?
Okay, so
Nuts.
I'll just do a synopsis right real quick of the last scene of season 2. Adam comes in and says, "I am your father, Jonas," and then shoots Martha and goes, "That bitch ain't shit." and then
Yeah,
and then he goes, "You can either save her or kill me. Bye," and runs away. He waddles away.
that's wild though. She's already dead. Like, why wouldn't Jonas just
Kill him, like just fucking murder
yeah,
him.
what the fuck, dude? What? I was confused, but
And
anyway.
so then he's like, "No, Bree, you're still with me." She's over here like, blah. Like, she's not with you. What are you talking about, bro? She's like, blah. And so then next thing you know, you see like shit going off in the background.
Yeah.
And then dun, 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 here it is, Martha, but with bangs.
Oh gosh, I didn't like that haircut as much.
I straight
Stop
up
being
said
horny.
bootleg Katniss Everdeen is coming in to save the day, bro.
And she said, "Come with me if you want to survive," like it was Terminator.
Right.
And Jonas said,
Yeah.
"What?" And she says, "I'm not who you think I am." And I go, she's a cyborg."
Oh my god.
And then they ended.
Yeah, dude, that was a wild.
Oh yeah,
way
they
to end
said, "What time are you from?" And I was hoping, I was like, please don't say 2004, please 2104, please don't say 2104.
Honestly.
And then she said, "It's not what time, it's what world." And I said, Mars. Yeah, so that's how it ended. All I
it. That
know
was pretty good.
is I'm ready for a Super Martha.
Dude,
Yeah, this is gonna be crazy. Season 3 gonna go off the walls.
It's already wild. I don't know what to expect. I heard
My brain
season
might
3
explode
wild.
after season 3.
Same.
I don't think my brain's pretty intact this season, but like
Well, yeah.
they're getting real close to exploding. That's all I'm saying.
It's only a couple tweaks away from my brain going bye bye.
There's the swelling is still there for me. The brain is still swollen.
No, it wasn't that bad for me this season, to be honest.
Well,
It wasn't
yeah,
as
besides
bad as
the-
season 1, but it was still there for
yeah.
me.
Besides the Elizabeth thing, it was
And the Adam thing.
the Adam thing was kind of wild too. But this was a good season.
Agreed.
I thought it was solid. Any other predictions? I kind of spit mine. Reek, I feel like spit at least most of his.
Probably. I think Marta is like a descendant of Marta or something. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how that would work, but that's my other guess as well.
All right.
I don't really have anything else other than mostly what I've already thrown out there. I definitely think that it's alternate timelines, dimensional stuff. With new Martha. I'm running out of predictions because everything is so everywhere. I think there's gonna be more with Hannah and dudes in the past.
Oh my god.
I think that's gonna somehow come back to relate to things again.
Bro, Hannah's just Mother Earth at this point, bro. She gives birth to everything.
Wait.
I got nothing.
Wait.
Did I just say something that made you think of something that
Tristan did. He said
Oh,
he
shit.
said something about Hannah and fucking
Okay.
people in the past, and I said, yeah, true, whatever. And I said, what if Katarina, right, goes back and she she finds Ulrich in 19 whatever the fuck, right?
Uh-huh.
And then they have a kid again, and that kid is Marta again. And then they take that and they start running time because they already know
Wait.
about the time shit.
But you can't have a kid twice though. Like you can't have the same kid twice.
Well, not normally, but this show is pretty extra.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Or
Dude,
what if
yeah,
they
that was
grab?
definitely still-
What if they grab like baby Marta from like a different timeline, or like the same timeline, or like what if there was What if they were twins?
Oh, Martha and Martha.
Because that's why she's got the bangs to differentiate herself from the other Marta.
Martha and Marty.
Yo, it could be.
So Noah took baby Marta, and she's inducted her into the society. And then that one lady who's Noah's sister is actually grown up Marta.
I could be. I don't know, man.
Dude,
It's
Interesting theory.
It's just, like you said, just flinging monkey shit.
that would make so much sense, though.
I'm just
Oh,
excited
it would.
because with the amount of ammo we have, one of them's got to hit.
Yeah.
We're just flinging. One of them's got to hit.
If Joe Flacco keeps throwing deep balls, he's gonna complete one of them.
We got the
I don't
fucking
know about that one,
minigun
but-
off the chopper, and we're just trying to hit the little pig, and we're just missing
Facts.
every shot.
Yeah, facts.
One
We're just
stray
making
shot will hit him.
circles. Yeah, we're making circles around it.
Oh man, I hope like at least 2 of mine are right. That's all I hope for.
Dude, I'm just like excited. I think the writing is just insane.
We'll
Like,
see
like,
if the Dragon Ball Z theory is correct, the Martian theory, the Marta is Marta's twin theory.
oh my god, I'm excited, man. Are you guys excited? Or are you guys ready to hop into some ratings then? Or
Yes.
okay, I'm not starting. You guys can go for it.
I will
I'll
start.
Go. Oh fuck you!
Oh,
Go for it,
shit.
Tristan. You beat me to it.
Sorry guys. Mine's gonna be quick. I don't have a lot to say. I would give this season a 9. It wasn't quite as mind-boggling as the first season. And maybe that's why I'm knocking it a little bit. But character development was good. Continuation of the storyline was good. Adding in some other things, phenomenal. I'm very curious. I'm excited. I would give this season a 9.
I got a solid 8.75. Okay, this season for me has issues because they didn't answer any of my questions. They just gave me 20 more. So that's why it gets a little bit lower, because I wanted more answers, less questions, but now I got more questions and more theories and more monkey shit. So we'll see. Season 3 could easily be 10 out of 10 depending on how it goes. So I'm down for the cause.
Season 3 may not even be the end of this.
I hope
I
get some answers at least.
I'm sitting at an 8.5. I liked what they did this season with the character development because I felt like they did a better job this season than they did last season, but that's just because there was so much plot stuff going on in the first season. That being said, there was a lot less plot season in this than season 2. But I liked the connection you kind of get to the characters. Like I really felt like Jonas and Martha had a good connection, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it. I enjoyed the Hannah just going back in time and fucking over Ulrich. I enjoyed the character stuff, but I wish there was more mystery plot stuff, like Enrique said about questions not being answered.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with an 8.5, which brings the show to a 9 overall if my ratings are mixed.
Right. Solid.
Yeah, mine would be like a 9.25 or something because I gave it the first season a 10. So
Yeah.
mine's still dummy high. So
I'm still around. I'm like a 9.25.
I still think this show's gonna clean up at our award show. Like,
Oh,
it's got
I
some
think-
good
yeah.
nominations.
Speaking of, if we're cool to move on to a little bit of a different topic, speaking of the award show, I have some news about The Boys that I heard from someone that I know who has read the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Have either of you guys seen the comics at all, or like read the comics?
I've checked out the comics, but I've purposely avoided reading them because I want to
Okay.
watch the show.
Okay, so do you want me to spoil this for you guys then?
You don't have to. Yeah, just tell me what's going on because I assume it's about Jensen.
Okay. No, it's
No?
about Homelander, but it's already kind of not
Canon.
confirmed.
Like the Walking Dead
it-
stuff.
It's well, yes, right, because you already there's already signals that it's not true. So basically, I'm just gonna kind of spit it because it's not likely. It'll come
Spoiler
true, but
warning for anyone who cares about
honestly,
the Boys.
just turn it off now if you don't care. Like, we love you guys, peace. But so Black Noir, right?
hmm
They unmask him at the end of the comics, and he's actually
Oh,
a
no.
Homelander clone,
Dude, that's kind of fucking cute,
bro. And Homelander made him the company made him just in case Homelander got out of line, and they can just take him out.
Ooh, that's crazy.
But
like,
the
how
thing
come
is,
they haven't sick them on Homelander yet.
See, that's what I'm thinking for one. For two, they confirmed that Black Noir is actually African American in the show because you see his skin, like his like bottom half of his face, and
Brother
it's
Noir.
yeah, and he's a black guy. So I don't know if that's actually going to come true in the show, but like I thought that was a really interesting thing that the comics did that like I could see them going with.
Okay.
I don't know. So I just want to spit that out because obviously we've reviewed both seasons of The Boys, and
That's fair.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think this concludes our show for this week. Thank you for listening or watching, depending if you're on YouTube or not. As always, you can find us on Twitter at Binge Boys. No Y, it's an I. You can find us at Instagram at The Binge Boys. No Y, it's an I. Right? We post decent content there. You can see the Twitter where we just say random shit on it and reply and do simp stuff on there. And yeah, so thanks for watching. We just want to remind you guys that my name is Enrique.
mine is Eli.
And I am T Maximus Waximus Flaximus.
And remember, kids, it's okay to fuck your aunt if there's time travel involved.